Aftermath of devastating floods in southern Brazil. At least 169 people are dead and more than 600,000 are displaced. Now residents of Rio Grande do Sul are facing a new threat: waterborne diseases. CBN's Operation Blessing has been on the ground from day one, serving the hardest hit areas. George Thomas has details.
The rush to get tents, medicines, and other critical supplies to the flooded south continues. Brazil's Air Force delivering that urgent aid this week as residents of Rio Grande do Sul now face a new threat to their state.
We've been having quite a few patients with symptoms of possible leptospirosis.
The bacterial disease spread by rats now affecting nearly 1,000 people as parts of the state have been underwater for a month after catastrophic flooding ravaged the area. CBN's Operation Blessing is on the ground right now, deploying its resources and staff to the hardest hit regions of Brazil's Rio Grande do Sul.
Weeks after the disaster happened and the flood went through all this area, families lost everything, even hope.
The aid agency providing hot meals to nearly 50,000 people, distributing hundreds of solar lamps and bringing clean water to those affected by weeks of torrential rain. Operation Blessing partnering with local ministries to bring critical aid to families like Rosalinga's.
The essential things we need are food and water. I feel blessed by God to have these things and to see people help each other like this. To see everyone helping is a blessing.
Partnering with the local church and local NGOs like the one that you see behind me in this little warehouse, we're distributing food, hygiene, blankets. We have families here lining up for hours, receiving what Operation Blessing is bringing to them.
Health officials warn of more fatalities as the outbreak of waterborne diseases continue to spread.
We've had several cases of gastroenteritis. Hepatitis A is also very common. There are several infectious diseases that we can come into contact with through contaminated water.
Meanwhile, access to health care is a huge problem at the moment in the state. The floodwaters affected more than 3,000 health centers, like hospitals, clinics, and pharmacies. Operation Blessing responded by setting up staging areas in safe zones that are manned by teams of medical volunteers to attend to the sick and injured. In areas spared by floodwaters, Operation Blessing hit stores, shopping for cleaning supplies and other essential items that could help residents begin their rebuilding efforts. Hundreds of families receiving boxes and bags filled with immediate care packs, along with a time of encouragement and prayer from Operation Blessing staff and volunteers.
We're so committed to be here, to be a ray of hope in the name of Jesus for them.
George Thomas, CBN News.
So much devastation. Thank you so much, George. Gordon, back to you.
If you're a member of the 700 Club, that's you in action in Brazil. You're part of that team handing out wonderful aid, much needed aid to people who are in desperate circumstances. If you'd like to designate a gift to the Operation Blessing Disaster Relief Fund, it's real simple. You can write a check, put Disaster Relief Fund on the memo line, and send it to us at CBN Center, Virginia Beach, Virginia, 23463. If you want to give through a debit card, credit card, you can call us, 1-800-700-7000. You can also go to cbn.com. There's a place on the giving page where you can designate to disaster relief. You can also text us, text OBDR, which stands for Operation Blessing Disaster Relief, OBDR, to 71777. We'll send you a link to a giving page, and your gift will be part of the Disaster Relief Fund. Let's help people in need. Our motto is, when disasters strike, we strike back with love and compassion.